Welcome to Polish with Ray. I'm Rachel and today I am excited to be sharing with you some polishes that are going to release in April's Polish Pickup Shop. This month's theme is Celebrate and the shop is going to open on April 4th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time and it'll be open through April 7th. I'll leave all the links you need to shop these products down in the description box. Wishlisting for the site becomes available the Sunday before the shop opens, so this month that is March 30th. How is that so close? Like, I feel like the month of March just went by so quickly. But there's no set time for when the wish listing feature becomes available on the site. It's just whenever they can get it ready. But at that time, you'll be able to preview all the items that'll be available. What I'm showing you today is just a small handful. But I gotta say, I saw like the maker spoilers and I know like all of you won't agree with me, but I feel like I got lucky this month because I feel like the makers that I swatched for brought it. And the polishes that they're offering are some of the best of the month. Like, they're incredible. So I'm really excited to be sharing these with you today. Some of the items do have a cap, which means they risk selling out. So for example, if a polish has a 200 bottle cap, that means after the first 200 orders are placed for that polish, it will no longer be available. So if anything that you love has a cap, you're gonna wanna make sure to shop as close to the opening of the shop as possible, which again is April 4th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. All right, I have some fantastic items to share with you today, so let's go ahead and check out the swatches. We're gonna take a look at these grouped together kind of by color. So we're starting off with Bluebird's sensational offering called Turn It Up to 11. This one's described as a magenta jelly base with a blend of Aurora shimmers that shift green to blue to purple to pink and a scattering of hollow flakes. This one's going to be $13 and capped at 500 bottles, and it is celebrating Bluebird Lacquer's 11 years in the polish business. Woo woo. This had a beautiful formula. It was easily opaque for me in just 2 coats, which had my jaw on the floor. The base color was like this delicious like raspberry magenta color, which, oh my gosh, like screams summer to me. But honestly, I love this kind of like bright saturated shade in the springtime too. Here's what it looks like in natural lighting. I'm near a window inside and you can see that blue glow. Very ethereal, and I love the juxtaposition between like the bright poppin' pink and the glowy light blue. So pretty. And then to give you an idea of what it would look like in sunlight, here's what it looks like in my studio lighting. I didn't think it could get more gorgeous. But this in like on a sunny spring or summer day especially, oh my word. I can't wait to put this on again. And then here's what it looks like in just regular overhead lighting. This one is a stunner. And I am so excited to be welcoming Painted Polish to the channel. This month they are offering Cake Crush. I do not currently have the details and description for this polish, so once I get those, I will put them down in the description box. But I would describe the base of this to be like a pinky red jelly base, and then it is packed with gorgeous metallic flakies in a rainbow of colors. This one had a wonderful formula. It was very opaque and saturated, and I got full opacity in just a couple coats. I did leave it at 2 coats here for the application, but I did show you what 3 coats look like for my full hand swatch. It's just up to your preference on this one. I got great opacity at 2 coats. I did feel like the color deepened up just slightly on the 3rd coat, and of course you got more flakies. So here's 3 coats with a glossy top coat and some indirect natural lighting. It's kind of on an overcast day. This one, oh, I adored it. It's so rich and vibrant, and the squishy jelly base was really easy to apply. It had the perfect dispersal of flakies, and it felt like a celebration. I absolutely loved this one. And then here's what it looks like in my studio lighting. Really gorgeous, but like my favorite lighting for this polish is indirect lighting, like indoors indirect lighting. Here's what it looks like there. Oh, and there's Lola. Hi, Lola. That's one of my puppies. Yeah, here. Oh. And I spend a lot of time inside, so love that it's most beautiful, in my opinion, in that indirect indoor lighting. Moving on to some stunning cooler tone shades. Next we have Sassy Sauce's offering for this month called Confetti Cannon. This one is a thermal that's blue when cold to colorless when warm. It's got black and glowy ghost flakies that mimic the explosion of a confetti cannon. This one's going to be $13.50 and it will be capped at 500 bottles. Wow. This one was also really gorgeous. Squishy jelly base, applied like a dream, wonderful dispersal of the flakies, and I love the mixture of those ghost flakies with the black flakies. And I love how the warmth of those like ghost flakes contrast against the cool blue thermal base. This one built up to opacity for me in 3 coats. In its like warm state, it's gonna be a little bit sheer. Like you will see a little bit of your nail showing through. Here's what 3 coats looks like for me with a glossy top coat in that kind of warm in between state. You can see that sort of colorless shade near my cuticle and then the darker blue towards the tips of my nail. I thought this one looked really pretty, like kind of gradiented, and then it warmed up a bit, and here's what that looks like, a little bit more colorless. This one transitioned really easily, but I just really struggle to get my nails cold. My hands are always really warm, but this one's gorgeous either way. Next up from Moonshine Mani, we have Maybe It's Better If I Dip It in the Chocolate. This one is described as being a pale indigo, holographic flare glowing with intense pink to peach to gold to green shimmer. This one is going to be $13.50 and it is capped at 300 bottles. It's inspired by the bridal shower scene from Bridesmaids, which love that movie. This is also a sister shade to Xinglong from February's PPU shop. But Xinglong was a 3-coater. It was a gorgeous 3-coater, but it was a 3-coater. This one was a 2-coater for me anyway. I think most people will be good with this one in 2 coats. If you've got longer nails than I do, you might need 3, and holy smoke. Holy smokes. I just love this one. The light blue base, the shifting shimmer, the hollow. It was so glowy. It was like gorgeously shifty because of the shimmer and lower lighting, which you're seeing here, that lower indirect natural light. You got the shimmer and the base like creating some gorgeous magic, and then in the sunlight, bright studio lighting here, you get all of that linear hollow. Oh my gosh, especially like in springtime, this one is perfection. I really hope Moonshine Mani makes many more siblings to this because I'm all about it. And then from Cuticula this month, we have Fairycore. Fairycore is described as being a soft violet with a strong sparkling aqua to green to blue to purple shifting shimmer. This is going to be $14 and there will be no cap. And this is celebrating the maker's love of all things fairy and fairy tales, which is an interesting take. This one has a really light ethereal feel. Because the base is so sheer, this could definitely be topped on top of other polishes, especially like lighter colors, but on its own it built up to opacity for me, or really close to it in 3 coats. I do think if your nails are very long, you may have a little bit of visible nail line with this one in 3 coats, but at my nail length I didn't notice any. The glow on this is fabulous. Here's what it looks like in natural lighting. What? Definitely Fairycore vibes. Perfect for spring, and just the glow, the iridescence, the magical feel to this polish is wild. It's so pretty. And then here's what it looks like in studio lighting. I just love the purple and green and blue. This polish is vibing with me on every level. It's even beautiful outside of direct lighting, which you see here. So pretty. And the final polish I have to share with you today, you already know I'm so excited about. It is called After Party. It comes from KBShimmer, and it's described as having a crisp white jelly base, and it's got an array of colorful metallic glitter in pink, copper, chartreuse, aqua, and purple hex glitters in extra small to medium sizes. And then there are micro slices, like kind of bar glitters for a party-like feel. It's inspired by confetti, streamers, and late night celebration. Round of applause. Like, yes, I totally see that inspiration in this polish. It was a little bit on the more plump, thick side, so if you don't love that, you could always add thinner, but with that formulation, I was able to achieve opacity in just a couple coats. If you've got longer nails, you might want 3 coats for this one, but it was even and beautiful in just 2. So here is what 2 coats look like with a glossy top coat. Oh, and a glitter smoother. This one you'll want a glitter smoother for because there are a lot of glitters. This one is so beautiful. I have it on right now. Any time of year, but especially like spring or summer, this is going to be one of my new go-to glitter crellies. I love a glitter crelly. KBShimmer does them so well, and the mix of colors in here is just fun. It feels like a party. The bar glitters, there are just enough of them to like add some interest, but not so many that I feel like a little intimidated, because I do feel that way about bar glitters. This one is perfection. So those are the polishes that I have to share with you today, and now we're gonna do a blind sniff of the KBShimmer Sugar Scrub for this month. This month's scent is Slice of Cake, like spot on, so perfect for the celebration theme. This almost 10-ounce jar of sugar scrub is gonna be $11, and it is capped at 300 tubs this month. If you've not purchased KBShimmer Sugar Scrub before, I've used a lot of them. I've purchased many. And they're fantastic. They are like perfectly gritty. They're very effective, but they have a lot of nourishing ingredients that keep your skin hydrated and moisturized. They have castor seed oil, olive seed oil, cocoa butter, and shea butter to help your skin stay nourished. They're also a great price. $11 for 10 ounces of scrub, almost 10 ounces of scrub is hard to come by, especially when it's a handmade sugar scrub. They always come in the most adorable colors. I think the packaging is beautiful, and it comes sealed with a protective seal so that it doesn't leak during transit. So I haven't smelled this month's scent. I'm a little bit unsure how I'm gonna feel about it, although I love bakery scents. Usually cake scents, birthday cake scents are not for me. I don't like super sweet stuff, and usually they tend to be that. But KBShimmer very rarely does me wrong, so I am excited to smell this. Okay, yeah. That is sweet. It smells good. It smells really yummy, but it is super sweet. This is one of those scents that if I could not see the label and I smelled it, I would know it was cake. Like, it is spot on. So if you tend to like birthday cake scented things, you are gonna love it. I smell the cake. It's very sweet. I smell the icing. It smells delicious. Okay, so the scent description for this is it's described as having a sweet, buttery scent of frosting. It's got notes of warm vanilla and bakery notes of cake. Yes, it smells like vanilla cake. Like, I kind of want to eat it, but I'm not going to. So again, if you're fond of super sweet scents, this one's going to be right up your alley. It smells so yummy. And then KBShimmer is also offering their restoration drops, their nail polish thinner this month in the shop. The price for this is going to be $8.50, and there's no cap. And this is different. They actually have a new like dropper cap with this month's bottle, and it's really nice. It's just very precise, and I find that with this dropper top, you have a lot more control on exactly how much product goes in the bottle. I'm really liking it. And if you have not used nail polish thinner before, you are seriously missing out. Like, you do not know what kind of difference it's going to make in the application of your polishes, especially ones that are a little bit older, until you use this product. It is something I use every single week on polishes in my collection, because just over time they start to thicken up, especially those polishes that are glitter or flaky heavy. This product is like, it's a ride or die for me. I've got like 3 bottles. I've purchased them all. And it's wonderful. It's seriously, it's a game changer. And I've never used any other nail polish thinner, but I have heard that some mainstream brands that release thinner can kind of affect, some of the ingredients they use can affect the glitters and the flakies. This one does not. It works with every brand that I've tried, every kind of polish that I've tried. It's a fabulous product. If you haven't tried it before, I really, really strongly encourage you to grab a bottle. So those are all the items that I have to share for this month's celebration themed polish pickup shop. You all, I love this theme. I just think the makers knocked it out of the park. But again, I gotta say, the makers I work with are amazing, and I love the products that they're offering this month more than anything else. I just think, oh, like, how could I pick favorites? Truly this month, you all, I just cannot. I think if you are a blue lover, if you're a Crelly lover, if you're a thermal lover, you will adore these. The Moonshine Mani just had the perfect amount of sparkle and shine. The holographic was stunning. I've never had a thermal like the Sassy Sauce, and the black flakies in here are just so fun. The pink pop against the blue and against the colorless state, come on. Again, I'm not a thermal person, but Sassy Sauce Polish like makes me a thermal person. They're just so good. Y'all already probably know how I feel about KBShimmer's glitter Crellies, and this one with those bar glitters, even though I'm not a bar glitter kind of girl, the bar glitters are super fun. It's bright. It feels like confetti. Perfection. And then this Cuticula, I mean, come on. It's so shifty. It's so shimmery. It's so glowy. I just... hats off, makers. You did such an awesome job this month. I am really, really excited for you all to get your hands on these. So let me know down in the comments what stood out to you. What are you planning to grab? If this video was helpful for you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.